Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Stefania. Pretty much we discuss about things that is school psych related. So for ESC program, gifted program, any type of programs to help your child perform well in school, lifestyle and faith content. So this is the first video of the year. Happy New Year. We're in 2025. I almost said 2015. But yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a really good start this year and you are working towards accomplishing your goals. Set little wins that you can accomplish every single week, maybe little mini goals, and you'll be able to accomplish whatever you need to this year. So this video is actually long overdue. I got this idea last year. I have a lot of ideas that I got last year, but I never got to it. So let's start the year right and get through it, right? So I remember I had a conversation with a friend about having like this year be the year of completion. So completing all activities and projects that I started and making sure they're all complete. So yeah. So this is one of the videos that was supposed to be done last year, and I'm gonna complete it this year, this month, at this hour. Okay, so hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday or whatever day it is so far. Hopefully your day is going by nicely. So the topic of this video is, it has to deal with fear. And it actually came about from two different movies that I watched last year. One is called Always a Bridesmaid. Always a Bridesmaid. And the second one is Mr. Right. And yes, both movies are romantic movies or rom-com or one of those things. Yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff. But the one thing, besides the fact that they're both, well, I want to say rom-com. It's more like a romantic movie. Even though they're both from the same genre, they both have similar theme, which is where the main character, the lady, has to deal with fear. My neighbor's making noise. All right. It actually has to deal with the main character in the movies. Both ladies actually deal with fear. So as I was saying, the movie for both movies deals with the main character who's actually dealing with fear, and both are the lady character from the movie called Always a Bridesmaid. So the main character is Karina, and she has a fear to love, and this is mainly based on her past experience dealing with love and her romantic partners, as well as based on her experience, not her experience, but based on her parents' relationship. So she ended up finding out that her dad was cheating on her mom, and her mom was sick, and this man was cheating on her mom while she was sick, and this actually disturbed her and made her quite fearful about love. And then you have Mark from the Always a Bridesmaid. He's open to love and willing to take a risk, and he's willing to love someone that's perfect. That's not perfect. Now compared to the other movie, we have Liam. Oh my gosh, I didn't get the girl's name, but we have Liam, which is the guy. He is bold to ask her out in the movie, even though he's dealing with challenges of fear to love and actually gain, start relationships and stuff like that, because he had a traumatic love experience with his ex-girlfriend. And while the main character, I forgot her name, I didn't write down her name in my notes, unfortunately, but she also is dealing with a challenge with love, and it has to deal with her parents' relationship. I believe her parents had a divorce or something like that, and that just made her feel like, what's the point of love? What's the point of being in a relationship things is just gonna fall apart. You know, you will lose the person either to someone else or by death or separation or whatever it may be. So she's very pessimistic about love. Now, okay, what does this have to do with anything? So, while watching these two movies, it just had me thinking, you know, fear is really powerful. Well, it can be powerful, and it can prevent you to do certain things and experience new experiences in your life if you allow it to be. So, for both of these characters, these ladies and gents, if they allow fear to get in the way of possibly having a new relationship, even though yes, there would be bumps in the road, no relationship will be perfect, but it's something that my mom will tell me, and some family friends will tell me as well. Like, no one is actually perfect, just like I myself is not perfect, but when you meet someone, you have to think and consider whether or not you're willing to work with this individual through their imperfections. Is that something you can deal with? It's worth the rest. Pretty much similar to the pastor in the movie, talking to Karina. Don't let past hurts cripple your future or other past hurts to do that. And she also mentioned perfect love casts out fears. And then another thing you need to remember, life is about choices. So fear in this movie, it represents, or it equates to refusal to be happy or choosing to be unhappy. So for Karina, in the movie Always a Bride, she's choosing not to be happy. She's rather to choose fear as her safety net, as her blanket. But of course, this is a traditional romantic movie, so towards the end, these two individuals, both ladies, were willing to mull over the advice that was provided to them and actually face their fears and actually talk to the guy that they're into and let them know like they're willing to take the rest. So usually at the end, most guys, depending on how hurt they are, may not go with it, or they might. So it's like a 50-50 chance, but we know romantic movies tend to end with a happy ending majority of the time. So the lesson that we can learn from these two movies is that don't allow fear to keep you from new opportunities. Yes, the movies has to do with romance and all of that jazz, but just allow it to help you think about what other ways fears is keeping you from. It could be not just romantic relationship, maybe a new job opportunity, maybe the opportunity to travel solo by yourself. Ooh, that's scary. Or maybe going back to school to get a different degree, or go on an internship, or maybe move to a different city, a new state, maybe even to a new country. So you never know where that can lead you, and it's a risk. Just like in the movie, The Pastor Master, life is about choices. There's a choice that you always have to make, and you have to count the cost, which is something biblical. You have to count the cost. You have to wait out your option or wait out the risk to see whether or not will it be worth it at the end. So count your costs. So yeah, let's see. So these movies do relate to romance, but the lessons can be applied in every aspect of your life. Don't allow past hurtful experience hinder your growth and new experiences. In summary. All right, so that was something I just wanted to share, and I thought, oh, that's such a great message. So pretty much these movies have a really good message, which is not to allow fear to keep you from new experiences. And it doesn't have to be for romantic experiences. It can just be any aspect of your life. So it can be applied in every aspect of your life. Don't allow past hurtful experiences hinder your growth and new experiences, or other people's past experience as well, to keep you from your growth, because there's other people that can actually influence you from missing out on new opportunities, like your parents, friends, and such. So yeah, it's okay to take the risk. Just count the costs, wait it out, and see if it's worth it. If it's more like the risk is having new experiences that can be very happy and fulfilling, go for it. Believe it or not, some people can be very afraid of having new experiences and actually have happiness. That is a real fear. It's scary to think, but it is a real fear for some people. And the only way to overcome that is actually facing it. Make tiny steps or little baby goals and see like whether or not, oh, it's not so bad, and you actually enjoy it in order to make bigger rests. But yeah, just make this year a year that you face any of your fears and take that risk, because you never know what could happen. It could be good, it could be bad, but if it's something that's worth to help you grow to be better than who you were before, or open you to new opportunities, to new adventures, go for it. All right, until next time, bye.